For the grand finals, the question here is who gets to face Karmine Corp? Is it going to be Dignitas or is it Team Vitality? Only one way to find out, and it's to watch them Rocket League.
And it is deja vu in Split 2, another top 4 matchup, the third in a row between Dignitas and Vitality. The first one went Vitality's way 4-2. Dignitas took the last one 4-2. But we got game 1 presented by Progressive to break this tie. Johnny, who you got?
I've got Dignitas. I know I can see on the sheet that you've gone the other way here. I'm going for team. I liked what I saw from Vitality today, but I liked what I've seen from Dignitas this weekend even better.
Yeah, I'm trying to balance like the public hate on Vitality. I think Vitality is better than most people think. Dignitas has been lights out, but we're starting out with some demolitions by Exotic to open the door for Monkey Moon to get the scoring going early.
Yeah, Jack just getting completely caught. Backwards to the ball. He was expecting a touch there from Jarius, didn't realize he was going to be next up on that one. And yeah, the reaction from Jarius, the face cam after, he's not too happy with how he started the match. Misread the wall bites completely.
And one thing to note, as I was looking through numbers, the average distance to the ball or average distance to your teammates as well, Dignitas by far spaces out more than any other team in Europe, while Vitality, at least out of the top teams, they spend more time near each other. So we'll see if that plays the factor here. Dignitas spread the ball, go for their 1v1 challenges to open up the doors, while Vitality looking for those quick inside passes. So we'll see if that plays a factor. Last time around, it worked out for Dig, but Vitality is a force.
Yeah, Vitality, I mean, all the Monkey Moon teams quite known for being close together on the pitch.
Yeah.
Zen makes it 2-0 with a reset towards the top corner. You might have got another piece of this one as well at the goal line. It had some interference from Stizzy, but not enough. Zen just muscles it through.
And apparently Jack, again, a little bit in no man's land, didn't go to the back wall, went for the early challenge. Zen just flipped her set way over his head to allow it to be a 1v1 spot. And Zen capitalizes Vitality the early lead.
You know, you mentioned Dig preferring to be far apart on the pitch. It's I think because of two reasons. They like to just go for wild boost deals these days. Bump way before the attack's even getting started. Jack's mainly the guy doing that on the team. But they're also quite happy leaving the play and just trusting each other. You know, more than other teams in Europe, they'll just go to get the back corner boost or go back into the midfield. This is another chance for Vitality. Monkey Moon doesn't make contact, but they've had by far the better start in this opening game and looking to continue that with even more pressure, even more goals.
And you have to credit Vitality too. I think a lot of people were down on them yesterday, but they played K-Corp, right? And K-Corp, at least through the first 3 games versus mates, looked incredibly good. So that's more the K-Corp debuff, and it looks like Vitality has found their form just at the right time. And also, this is a huge match in terms of RLCS points for the year. Vitality currently is beating Dignitas by 1 individual point for the entire year for seeding. So if Dig wins this, they will take control over EU2 for the full year heading into Raleigh.
That's a very big deal for them, not just in the standings, but also for further on confidence. And that's going to be a goal for Jarius. It's taken a wicked deflection off, I think it was Zen, who's trying to get a solid challenge, actually skims it to his own backboard, and Monkey Moon could not cover it.
Yeah, Monkey Moon was already in the air at that point, so he's trying to just read the bounce as best he could, and it was the worst possible bounce for him. Jarius will take it for free. That's nice for Dignitas to get the scoring going, to get them within 1.
Monkey Moon and Zen doing a good job not to bump each other in the back corner there. Now here comes Zen with the underdog on Jack. Monkey Moon, the openest net of the day. And wow, what a setup by Zen. Immediate redemption after the previous mistouch in defense.
Now that's 2 aerials by Zen where he just completely dominates in the air. One just went in, and this one turns into a pass for Monkey Moon. So Zen looking good through the air so far.
And right back to that 2-goal advantage. What Vitality were able to do earlier on to eventually win quite easily against GK was utilize Monkey Moon as far forward as possible. They were really getting him up front. Looked like he was the most comfortable there. That was a good save by Monkey Moon. It's gonna need to be better than that for Dignitas. I'm sure they can produce better than that. They've had a full array of offensive opportunities this event so far, but yet to take a game lost. They're headed towards their first one right now. Yeah.
But it is interesting to see Vitality try and change it up. And I think they have to, right? They knew they're very likely they'll make it to Raleigh, to Worlds. But they want to be the best team in the world again. And they cannot get by K-Corp, so they got to change it up. Like Monkey Moon, normally that third man, going for the infield pass here. Will there be a follow-up? There will not. So apparently Jack will follow us out. But Monkey Moon moving upfield, going for demos is a different look for Vitality. And I think that is a thing they have to work on. Try out these new looks to figure it out before Worlds.
And it's, you know, part of why the previous iterations of Vitality were so effective. For Dawson, used to always run Riot up front, give so much space to Zen to work behind him. That's a good beat there by Jack. As the boost is starting to run low for Vitality. Zen dodges the demo, but here comes Stizzy backboard off the crossbar. Zen was there. That's a decent passage of play for Dig, but it remains fruitless.
And that clock is bleeding out. Only 1 minute left. Dignitas down 2. A favorable 50-50 for Vitality. Monkey Moon, can he capitalize? Post, the post. No, it's not in. The lead is still 2.
It's a huge layoff. Dignitas got caught out there. Monkey Moon unable to punish them. Now he's taking his time on his own back wall. Monkey Moon keeping control. You know, it's all about just avoiding mistakes for this Vitality team.
Yeah.
They've had the peak ability. They've had the ability to create. But today it's about avoiding mistakes. Oh, finds this through. There was a bump onto Monkey Moon. It nearly led to a goal for Dignitas. But now with just 20 seconds left, it looks like Vitality are going to make it.
And we talk about Monkey Moon being one of the best third man to ever play the game. When they're up 2 goals, he's probably not going to go for that physical play anymore. He's probably going to lay back and just play that mid-game challenge, just lead that clock, and it has worked brilliantly here for Vitality. See if Dignitas can get one in before the buzzer. They cannot. Vitality will take game 1.
That's a nice sidewall skim by Monkey Moon as well, just to threaten another goal. Dignitas might be trying to get one more for good measure as well. Not an important goal for the overall scoreline, but just to send them a message.
Vitality's already played a match today, and Dignitas hasn't, and sometimes it takes a little bit to get into it. I think apparently Jack teams have before been like, yeah, we're slow starters. Takes us a little while to get going, so. The game 1, expected win for Vitality, I would say, because this is an incredible close match, but Dignitas slight favorites overall.
Yeah, it's a solid continuation from their earlier match on the day. But can they keep it going? Dignitas woke up a little bit towards the end of the game. Now Joris with the air dribble bump pass. Is he going to pop it to the backboard? Where's the backball defense for Vitality as Dig continue the attack? Everybody kind of just caged up in goal there for a moment, but Vitality did not really have too many dangerous shots to defend.
Yeah, it was not too threatening, so I think they were like, all right, you do what you got to do here, but you got to watch out for Joris because, again, yesterday was lights out. He was involved in 2.5 goals per game, so if he gets going, Vitality will be in trouble. So, but on that play, Joris didn't do too much with it, so Vitality was happy to just sit at the goal line and wait it out.
There's a smart drive challenge there by Exotic, taking out the air dribbling opponent before the air dribble can even get started. Like here's a chance for him to get on the offensive end as well. Exotic down to Zen, and it's 1-0 Vitality for the second game in a row.
Exotic going up in the air early, and no one's around him. He can do whatever he wants, and he drops it down perfectly for Zen. 2 defenders, it does not matter. The pass, perfect. Zen with the finish, and Vitality keep it going.
A play we've seen multiple times from Vitality today. That drop down 1-2 pass. Exotic and Monkey Moon combined with one against GK. And Zen getting involved. Exotic's been definitely an effective player today for Vitality. They need him to be. They need him to be that World's MVP caliber Exotic after his transformation last year into one of the greatest teammates Monkey Moon's ever had. Now Zen, longtime friend of Exotic, getting to play with him. Oh, a nice beat by Jack. He completely dusted Zen. It's on target, but Monkey Moon, can he get there? No, he can't. Jack ties it with a counter-attack shot straight down the middle. I don't think Zen even knew he was there.
And I don't think Exotic did either, because I think Exotic was waiting for a pass from Zen, so he wasn't downfield. Monkey Moon, no boost. He cannot catch up to it. Dignitas, again, gets away with a freebie. So Vitality, while their offense is looking good, they've given up some bad mistakes here for free goals for Dignitas in these first 2 games.
This is the usual problem for Vitality, is that they'll just give away an open net every now and then. That one is a bit more forgivable. This one would have been harsh, but Joreuz hits the post, and it's the far post as well, so the ball naturally clears itself. Stizzy trying to keep the attack alive. He's got no boost here. Monkey Moon reads it well. I think, you know, that if Vitality can make it through a series without any silly open nets conceded, that'll be the most promising thing for their fans.
That was almost open net earlier by Joreuz. He did have 0 boost, though, so he couldn't get around on the angle on the shot. So you can't fault him too much, but here's the aerial fake. Apparently, Jack dives across the net, makes the save. The bump out on Joreuz, though. The ball goes wide. Dignitas will be able to get the clear, but Exotic is in the face still. Monkey Moon will take control. He's going to leave it for Zen. Zen gets demoed out, but the ball is just pinballing back and forth at the midfield line. Exotic versus apparently Jack. Apparently Jack decides to wait on the wall. Smart play for him, but it goes down to Zen. He cannot find that near post shot though.
Joreuz doing a good job to stay alive there as he was being chased from behind. Jack trying to set Stizzy up. He's got no boost. Jack has to just force Zen high and hope Joreuz can cover it. That's a great save by Joreuz. He did exactly that. Now here he comes down the other end. Exotic misses the backboard touch, and Joreuz doubles it in. He just ignores Exotic and scores with a great read.
Joreuz on both sides of the field. What a play on Zen. We're talking about Zen in his aerial game, and then the counter attack to drop it down. Joreuz, a 2-goal swing right there to give Dignitas a 1-goal advantage.
Unreal. What a finish by Joreuz. Dignitas have some defending to do, and then maybe a little bit more as Monkey Moon takes to the ceiling. Jack shuts him down. Follow-up shot by Zen.
Ooh.
Deflected wide by Stizzy. Exotic just taking his time as he enters the play. And this is where Dignitas, being the most spread out team at the top tier in Europe, really helps them out a little bit. It's very easy to know whose ball is which because you're not as close to each other like Vitality are.
Yeah, you expect a lot less wide open nets for Dignitas because they are spread so thin compared to the random double commits that'll happen in a fast game of Rocket League when 2 players are near a ball and they both think that it's their ball. It will happen with pro teams as well, but that's why good comms are always a huge deal. Monkey Moon obviously going for that play. This almost gets dangerous. Zen will clear it out, but Monkey Moon, you know, he's used to that. Like, he knows good comms. He's one of the best players to ever play the game with his 2 world titles, so you expect them to clean it up at some point, but we have been saying that all year round, and Vitality still hasn't cleaned it up perfectly yet.
Well, that's a double commit there by Jack and Joreuz. Jack does get it back down to him, and it's worked out in the end. That's some good heads-up play by Jack. He probably heard that Joreuz was up with him, and he dunks it mid, right on top of his head.
And Joreuz also bumped a defender so he could land quicker with no momentum, and just kind of happened to be there. So Dignitas, well, I wouldn't call that one free. It was a great pass and play, but a bit fortunate again. Dignitas getting pretty lucky here so far, but they will absolutely take it because they are generating that luck.
Yeah, they're responding well to the positions they're being given. Oh, that's not a good touch, but it's saved well by Joreuz. Zen was completely uncontested from that range with the shot. So the back clear came through from Diggs. Zen needs to get the ball on target and quickly. Tries to go all the way himself, but Jack covers the backboard, and that should do it for game number 2. Dignitas will confirm the win regardless of the score here. It is going to be a 3-1, so both teams start trading.
Even if you don't try and read the touch, it's an unforced error, right? Because there's another car on your field of view now, and it messes up exactly what you want to do, and you can't read the ball as well. So pros are great at that. Zen will win this kickoff, but Joreuz immediately attacks him, and this ball is spilling out. Stizzy doesn't go early. Monkey Moon beats him out with 0 boost.
Yeah, Stizzy might have been trying to bait Monkey Moon into the air and then jump and beat him, but you've got to be careful trying to do that against Monkey Moon. One of the fastest takeoffs in the game, especially with his high sensitivity settings. So it's something that's very hard to play with. You should give it a go one day just to understand how hard it is. That's a good shot there by Exotic. Dignitas were ready for it inside the net. Now Zen with the ground double. It's blocked at the ground level by Stizzy.
But this is a half-minute of offensive action for Vitality because of that one play by Monkey Moon, and they will continue the pressure here with Zen going up early. Stizzy with a great read, though, so Exotic will just throw it wide, and Dignitas will take over. Apparently, Jack, great dunk there. Can he follow it up with anything? He runs out of boost just in time, though, so Exotic will clear it up.
That's to Again, good spread by Dignitas as they try to cover all angles. Oh, Stizzy's taken out the game here, though. Monkey Moon looking for a teammate in the middle, doesn't find one. Not quite on the same page, Vitality, on that play. Jack now trying to muscle it through. Has the center ball open, decides to just try and 50 it instead. So good 50 back by Stizzy, bringing Jorius into the play. Once more, Jack finds a way out of the play and back in with momentum and a timely arrival. Vitality being tested here. How's the boost management doing? Will they be able to challenge early enough? Yes, they will. Monkey Moon forces for Zen.
Zen will just wrap around the corner, try and get a 50. That's all he can do with 0 boost. Does well. Exotic will follow this up. Out past to Monkey Moon. Gonna go for the little waterfall shot. Apparently Jack, great back wall read though, to clear it away. Zen wins that challenge and keeps the ball. Doesn't control it though. He decides to just throw it deep instead of going for one of his aerial plays. So Dignitas will get a little bit of a reprieve here. Monkey Moon though, trying down to Exotic. Apparently Jack again on that back wall with these early challenges.
That's well left by Jack, letting Stizzy back into the play. Jorius out with the reset. Jack's running interference in the net, but all Vitality players have stayed alive and in the position. You're getting those glimpses of the new, improved Dignitas playstyle here. They've left Monkey Moon open. He finds Zen with a pre-flip shot off the post. The passing again prioritized by Vitality in offense.
And that's Vitality's bread and butter. That's what you want to do against a defense that wants to spread out. You want to find those holes and get those passes in there. They almost found a play there. Jorius with the shot, but all 3 defenders back. Exotic now 2v1, but he speeds ahead of the play, so Monkey Moon cannot get the demo. Zen will keep this alive for Vitality into the corner. A little bit awkward though, so Jorius will get the clear. Apparently Jack now hunting. What can he find?
Oh,
he can't.
what?
Okay. Jorius for free? What happened here, Johnny?
Well, Monkey Moon was in the back corner, Zen as well. But it looks like Jack might have clipped Zen as Zen jumped for this. Monkey Moon thought Zen had it, but Jack just, as Zen jumped up to intercept that, just interfered with his takeoff. Not much, but enough to force him off target.
And Monkey Moon just full trust. The demo comes out. Can Dignitas capitalize? No, Zen will turn it away. Monkey Moon trying to counterattack quickly here with Exotic. Back to Monkey Moon, back to Exotic. Throws it high. Zen, no follow-up from Vitality.
It's a good position for Vitality, though, if they could just keep this ball in the danger area. Jack with a step over in his own goal line. Now goes straight down the middle. That's composure. Irritable bump pass lands. He tries to get the goalie as well. Nobody was able to catch up to the ball and help Jack out on that play. Frustrated Vitality. Try once again to respond, but that's a good defensive touch by Stizzy, just wasting time, putting the ball safely in the back corner.
It's really going to come down to this offensive pressure. It feels like every time Dignitas has it, there's some weird fluky stuff happening that is working out for them. Obviously, apparently Jack made that happen with Zen, but Monkey Moon could have made that save as well. But it is about just getting the ball upfield, play in the offensive half, try and force one of those mistakes to happen, and it's been working out well for Dignitas these past 2 games.
It's comfortable overhead catch by Stizzy. Frustrating Vitality again. Jack follows up to boom the ball to the backboard. With 40 seconds to go, the boost has been stolen. Not that Vitality are in a terrible position in terms of boost totals. Stizzy now with the mind games in the back corner. Exotics backwards, but manages to get the ball to go in front of the goal harmlessly. This is the last push for Vitality. Infield it goes. Zen has hit the post. That was an uncontested shot. He needs to put that on target.
Great pass by Monkey Moon. Zen just inches away from the shot. Can Vitality get another chance with 10 on the clock? Stizzy to Zen. Zen's going to fake it to Monkey Moon, who goes low. He gets around 1. Just 1 defender left for Dignitas. The ball spills out middle. Can Exotic beat Jorius? He cannot. Jorius turns it away. Zen back to Monkey Moon. The pre-flip shot cannot connect. Exotic keeps the ball alive. It's still in the corner alive. Dignitas desperately wants to end this. Zen to Monkey Moon off the back wall. Stizzy clears it away again. Zen keeps it alive. To Exotic. No boost though. Cannot get the shot. This should fall, and it does. Dignitas narrowly escape. Game 2.
Often will with Jack on the pitch.
And if apparently Jack's upfield and you beat just 1 member like in that midfield, it turns into a 2v1 incredibly quickly. So Vitality has to work on trying to get those 2v1 spots. Maybe Monkey Moon's upfield going for one of those demos as well when those happen, and they can capitalize on that. But As now,
no way.
Dignitas to Joris, back to Joris. Joris, the pre-jump of his life. He wanted the ball. Jack says, no, I'll do you one better. I'll pass it to you instead. Joris, well done.
Oh, man. I mean, they are just improvising so well at the moment. It's Jack with the sidewall double, just softly on target. And Jorius with a happy little accident, pre-jumping in to slot it home. I'm not sure if Jack's shot was going to creep in or not, so it was actually good that Jorius was there.
It's like the GK strategy. Just triple commit, it works. You know, at times, why not? Here we go again. Apparently Jack from Stizzy, who might have had an angle on the shot, but he leaves it for his boy, and Jack will clean this up very easily. Monkey Moon just nowhere. I'm not really sure what he was trying to position for that, because he wasn't making the save. He didn't block the pass either.
I think he was probably just hoping that Stizzy's going to double it straight into him, or maybe Stizzy's going to try and double it across the goal, and he could play it from that angle. But yeah, wow, what a terrible start off the timeout from Vitality. It's all going wrong. Now Stizzy's looking for more mind games. It's mid for Jack and Stizzy to get busy. Off the post, off Monkey Moon's dome, and clear towards the midfield.
And that was 2 demos on Vitality as well to make that chance happen, and Vitality gets away with one there for sure. They had some bad luck earlier, but that was some good luck for them. So to keep them in this game, only 2 down. There's still 4 minutes left. They get a score chance here. Exotic cannot get it over anyone. Zen with the demo will take the ball, but no boost in mid, so he bails out of it. Monkey Moon will clear to the side back to Zen, who will just clear it downfield to give a little breathing room.
It seems like Vitality have stabilized. They stopped the leaking, and now they need to get to scoring. That's been a pretty difficult task in the last few games. Stizzy grind to air dribble, pass then, looking to dunk past Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon does well, doubles it down the line after initially getting the beat on Stizzy's touch. And Jorius nearly scores going the other way. Just looks so much easier for Dignitas to create those opportunities.
I just don't understand, like Monkey Moon did so much work there to beat 2 like on the save, and no one's in net, and Vitality barely makes the save afterwards. It just seems like they're all a little out of position, trying to look for some boost that they just can't get. Dignitas continuing with this pressure, looking dominant so far in this game.
And they're finding those openings to just retreat, come back in, time the arrival as they return to the attack so well. You need to do this if you're going to play as spread out as they do. Otherwise you end up looking like there's 3 players with their own plan. Oh, somebody's got hit now. Stizzy with a tap in as it goes off the back corner, and Monkey Moon has completely misread the bounce.
Like, and this has been the issue with Vitality. Even though, yes, they played K-Corp yesterday, it wasn't about K-Corp. It was about just the random misses by Vitality at times. The unforced errors just cannot be happening with 3 world champions on your squad. It just cannot happen. And right now, it's been happening all season long for Vitality, which is why I think a lot of people are down on them. And Dignitas looking to claim that #2 team in Europe title.
I mean, yeah, that was it wasn't just a misread. I mean, Monkey Moon might be seeing 2 Rocket League balls right now, because he was way off. He was in a completely different postcode, jumping up to try and get that read. This is the center ball as well. Jorius will chaperone the ball clear towards Stizzy now in the middle. It's wide open, of course, and it's 4-0. And it's just another terrible goal for Vitality to be conceding.
It's all falling apart. There's only 1 man back, and I think it was Exotic, just goes to the sidewall, leaves the entire midfield open, turns it to the easiest goal ever for Dignitas, and Vitality falling apart in front of our faces.
And Dignitas did not need Vitality to completely collapse. They were already taking over this series, and now they're absolutely dominating. Vitality need to regain again. They were able to get a mini regain against GK earlier after GK destroyed them in one of the games. I think it was game 2 in the match they played. But that was just a loss to tie the series. This is a loss to go down 3-1 in the making.
After
Vitality after time. I mean, yeah, there's not really a lot of good things to write home about right now. Zen could maybe make something up, but no, Jorius will slam it clear. It was close, but not close enough. The goal's almost open again at the other end.
And you can't blame Vitality like at this point. The Monkey Moon had like 20 boost. He's 3rd man. He's got to make a play on it. They're down 4 with 1:30. So you expect them to give up wide open goal here, but they haven't yet. Dignitas, great defense to keep this scoreless, and Joris trying to move it downfield. Apparently Jack right behind him. Joris is trying to be a nuisance. Stizzy by himself, gonna go up early. Joris will back him up. It doesn't matter. Stizzy doing it by himself to turn it away. Apparently Jack brings it downfield. It's all about bleeding the clock now. You're up 4. You don't have to do anything crazy. Like, it's almost preferred. Like, no more kickoffs. So let's just keep this ball like in the middle of the field. It'll take a long time to score.
No
Joris, nothing can go wrong for Dignitas right now.
What a save by Joris. He knew that he had to get a touch on that ball. There was going to be somebody tapping it in if he didn't, and he hits it off the underside of his own crossbar to clear it. They can do no wrong. Joris is now off his own backboard. He's going to try and set up a teammate with this one. Monkey Moon says no, but that is beyond game over. Vitality might get one. They do. Well, with 17 seconds left, Dignitas just have to get a hold of the ball once to confirm the win.
I feel like Joris has earned some luck after his years of his curse in the quarterfinals. You know, he's had a lot of bad luck in the past. So Dignitas, like I would say, like game 2 and 3, they had some fortunate plays that went their way. That happens in Rocket League, but it just continues. But also, they're doing it. That they are making this luck happen. Dignitas will take this game. Vitality trying to get one last goal for the road. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Monkey Moon will clear it back into his own half. And Dignitas up 3 games to 1, trying to end this one.
Any of their players, and I guess you can maybe say Jack, Rotterdam Major, at the time winning the MVP was a pretty high for him, but they are just so in sync. And what a time to level up like this. Exotic does get one early. Zen was able to set it up. That's a promising start. Once again, somewhat of a 1-2 passing play with Zen this time. Running interference on the goal line.
Yeah, that time Dignitas was just caught in rotation. 2 members going back on defense, so they couldn't block that midfield pass because it was a very deep midfield pass that's normally blockable. But Zen found the opening to redirect it on net and make some confusion happen. Exotic, great cleanup. And so Vitality needs, man. They don't have confidence, so score early, try and find a way to regain that momentum.
That's good defense by Zen. Not a lot of boost. Still gets an effective touchdown field now. Exotic's starting to advance the ball, but he can't get past Stizzy. Stizzy, not for the first time this week, tries to go 1v3. He just gets the ball past opponents and manages to keep such close control of it in the process.
Monkey Moon on 0. He was kind of awkward the play before that.
Wow.
Put him on 0. Stizzy, though, cannot drop it down. Vitality gets away with 1. Exotic gonna look for a clear out to Zen. Great 50 though. But Monkey Moon does get the clear. 1 man back. Joris will clear it to the side for some breathing room. But Vitality with Zen going up the wall, throwing it off. Joris though, a little bit miscommunication there with his teammate. But so far, just a little bit of a midfield game. Both sides making some small mistakes here, but nothing too threatening yet.
Yeah, Dignitas, they probably should have tied it. It was a tough shot for Stizzy when he did hit the bar. He needed to manage his boost perfectly to get up high enough. The warning was there. Vitality have got to shape up here. They're, hoping that Dignitas missed their chances. I think they're going to be hoping in vain over the course of the next game or 2 or maybe 3. So far is still Vitality in the lead. Stizzy bumping Zen back into his own shot. That gives time for Joris to cover Exotic's follow-up. Another counter-attack from Joris. He's flicked it from distance. Zen gets up and deflects it into the corner.
Joris, a threat on both sides of the field. We see it again. Great save. Turns it straight into a counterattack. Almost scored again for a 2-goal swing. But gets just barely not enough on it. Joris, though, somehow gets that demo on Exotic to keep this play alive. Apparently, Jack throws it mid. Monkey Moon's there. Beats 1, but Joris just throws it deep, so Zen will get an easy clear and throws it deep to Dignitas. And both teams just looking for that boost control, trying to throw it deep and refresh it. Infield pass though to Exotic, cannot read it. Only had 10 boost left in the tank, couldn't catch up to it.
Yeah, it's not a good touch by Exotic as it naturally clears itself, ending the attack rapidly. Zen's actually got a good setup here. Exotic has another try at it, but once more, Dignitas are able to turn these saves into counterattacks. Vitality with Zen now looking for a double. It's gone straight down. Might have clipped Jack as well. Zen is pretty consistently outplaying the Dignitas defense, but he needs some help here to get the goal. Zen denied with his own shot this time. Dignitas hold on.
Joris, another rotation goal line save. He's done a ton of those throughout this match and doing a good job of forcing those rebounds to corners or to just gain possession by himself. But here's the play out to Zen. Exotic decides to take it by himself and not go for the pass. Monkey Moon trying to do something with it, but nothing is there, so Dignitas will take over. Pass mid, doesn't have any boost. Jorius has a chance at the shot. Jack is trying to disrupt. The tap down cannot hit it. Bottom left corner.
Well, they're denied by the crossbar earlier. Now the post comes to Vitality's rescue. The bump landed. The setup was good. The shooting from Dignitas has declined slightly in Game 5.
It's a game of inches, and Dignitas 2 inches away from having a 2-1 lead. Make that 3 inches away from a 3-1 lead. Apparently, Jack hits it wide.
And it's the post again. That update doing work in this game. Jorius tries to advance again, running into a pretty high defensive line. Vitality ready to defend further upfield so they don't need to rely on the post and the crossbar as much as they have. Dignitas should have absolutely put one of those chances away.
I mean, they should have put at least 2 in, right? So they should be in the lead right now, but instead, Vitality holding on, trying to bleed this clock out. Dignitas, though, is not done just yet. Bad touch there by Dig, and it'll turn into a counterattack. Jack off his back, cannot read it. Jorius, though, will get the clear. 20 on the clock, and Dignitas has to find possession.
It looks like they'll get one chance at a counterattack here. Vitality are pretty pushed up. Exotic bangs it on target. Jorius pops it up. Jack stays in the midfield to try and chase this one down. Can't get there in time. Jorius collects the air dribble. Needs some help getting the attack started, though. Jack can't get past Exotic. It looks like he's gone mid past everyone, though, but Zen, confident third man challenge, backs Dignitas up into a corner. It looks like they're going to be able to make it across the line here, or will they? Hold on a second. They need Zen to do something here. Jack keeps it in the air. Jorius mid to Stizzy. Zen does cover it. And Dignitas doing a great job. They are going to get one more opportunity.
Jack off the wall. Doesn't have a lot of boost. Can get it midfield, though. Jorius is up first. Zen backflips out of it, but Jorius poor touch. Looking for the pass, but Zen read it because of that backflip.
Either an air dribble or a clear. And I think if Vitality could just go for that near post more, you're going to get follow-ups so much more quickly and keep that attack going a bit longer.
So here's Zen getting some possession. Throws it a little too deep, so Jorius will just turn it away. Some demos coming out. Zen looking for 2 demos. Can't get the second. Apparently Jack will just rip this one on net. Monkey Moon and Zen both jump, but Monkey Moon does make a clean save. But Zen will die for it, and the wide open net for Stizzy. And that was all because apparently Jack, with the demo, forces Zen on the respawn. With the double commit by Vitality, just opens up the door for a wide open net.
I mean, Monkey Moon, he's missed the catch in the back corner. Exotic saw that, tried to help out, but they've just both bum rushed the back corner and left the net open, left mid open. It's a careless defensive play once again for Vitality.
And there's apparently Jack again with that physical play, making it happen to begin this lead here that could clinch them another Grand Finals appearance versus K-Corp. Vitality desperately, though, wants a 12th attempt on K-Corp. They want to eventually beat them, and here's a chance. Zen cannot get the shot in. Apparently Jack will just redirect this out, but Exotic with 30 boost in the tank gets the low 50 out. Apparently Jack. Can anyone drop it down? Monkey Moon to Zen. Somehow finds a hole to tie it up.
Oh, Stizzy thought he could turn and hit this. He didn't realize it was coming at him that quickly, and then he's panicked on the next go as well. A couple of back-to-back blunders by Stizzy there, allowing Vitality back into the game. Vitality needed that, as it wasn't the cleanest conversion by them either.
Exotic right off the kickoff, trying to get around one. Can't. Zen will just throw it on net. Apparently Jack, awkward save. Exotic, double tap for a pass, turns into a pass, but Monkey Moon cannot clean it up. But the redirect just throws it high. And Dignitas will control into their own corner. Jorius, though, on 0 boost. So see if Exotic can do much here. Leaves it for Zen. Zen with the bump. No, apparently Jack avoids it and gets the clear.
Vitality staying in the final third for a long time here. Zen with the ceiling drop down pass. It's towards Monkey Moon, who digs the post as well. He is trying to slow up that one in the corner. And he's missed it, much like Dignitas did last game.
It's a good sign, though, for Vitality. Now it's offense possession with scoring chances as well. Zen, he's got a chance. The flip reset into the 50, down to Monkey Moon. All of Dignitas diving in front of every single challenge to keep this ball out.
That's another heavy commit to the back corner by Vitality in defense. They've got to be careful here. They're creating a lot of volatility near their goal, and that could end in the ball spilling mid at pace for Dignitas to follow up on. There's another heavy hit across the goal by Zen. Dignitas will not mind that at all. Jory forces for his teammates behind him. Chance for Zen. Challenge well. It's good defense once more by Dignitas.
And Vitality just has to be like, all right, let's keep playing our game. We're getting our scoring chances. We have the pressure.
Oh my.
But you can't give up the 3-1. You can't do it. The great challenge in the air by Joris, and Jack is just sitting there waiting for the easiest goal of his life.
Well, I guess the target man play style can pay off in Rocket League. The poaching from this guy. I mean, referee, he was miles offside. Vitality did not keep somebody back to mark him. Jack punishes them on a huge dunk by Joris.
Oh, that's got to be so frustrating for Vitality. So many scoring opportunities, can't get them. With great defense by Dig.
Oh.
Desperation defense, and another one goes wide. 2 demos, though, so Zen will keep his play alive. They're going for more demos. Apparently, Jack avoids it and gets the challenge out. Dig, again, somehow get the ball out.
And the shooting's not been good enough in this game. Exotic there hitting the post. And, you know, it wasn't close. It wasn't post and across. It was just flat. So, you know, both teams have struggled with accuracy over the last couple of games. Dignitas, 90 seconds away from another grand final against Karmine Corp.
Not only that, we'll take over the overall EU #2 heading into Raleigh. So if they just match Vitality at Raleigh, they will get that seed going into the World Championship. But Dig wants more. They want K-Corp again. They want to prove that they can do it twice in a row. As we see Zen trying to do it all, but again, Dignitas there to deny and clear it deep. More demos coming out, more physical play. Lots of physical play coming out, more and more demos. Monkey Moon has some space, tries to get around one. Apparently Jack will get the clear though, and Vitality has to be careful. Zen barely getting a touch on that. Got to be careful of their third man. Yes, you are down 1, but you still have plenty of time on the clock.
And if they concede now, it would make the game infinitely more difficult. Yes, we'd be back at a kickoff, which can often result in a goal for someone, but Vitality have got to try and stay resolute here. We're not in the absolute last seconds quite yet. But they will be soon. Jory is with the ceiling clear. Flicks it to the backboard. Zen offloads to Monkey Moon. The Dignitas are challenging early. They're not sitting back. They are showing how to close out a game with aggression.
Every single time there's one Dignitas player in the face of Vitality. Vitality can't get anything going. We talk about them spread around, but they always have one on the ball, glued to it for every single challenge. Just keeping Vitality from getting any scoring chances in the back half of this game. Monkey Moon, one last opportunity. Tries to get it to Zen. Plays it slow for Zen. But the ball spills out to Exotic. Jorius with the clear. Zen's getting bumped out. This is it. Somehow he keeps it alive.
What?
Zen with another touch. The shot by Exotic cannot get there. Zen again will keep it up. Monkey Moon to Zen, but Zen's got no boost. He's going to go pick that up. Exotic trying to feed his teammate. Jorius off the ceiling, just wants this to drop. It will not fall. Monkey Moon, one last chance. Another deny. Make that another chance here. Zen tries to keep it up and then finally falls. And Dignitas will get another shot at K-Corp to make it back-to-back regional champions.